data. Like if you want to have in consecutive memory location similar data types like this: 1, 2, 3, 1 in first location, 2 in second location, 3 in third location, and so on up to n in last location in consecutive way. Then we will use a data type, or we will use a data structure called as array. Array is nothing but collection of similar DT. DT means data types. Sometimes what happen is we want to relate data in little different way. Example, we want to create an object of an employee or employees, objects of employees. In that case, the object may contain the name of the employee, the age of the employee, the salary of employee. The data type of name is string, the data type of age is int, and the data type of salary is float. You see, this type of object is relating dissimilar data type. So when we want, or when the requirement is to have data structure which contain in consecutive memory location the data type of dissimilar the data of dissimilar data type, in that case we go for a structure, we go for a relating data called as structure in C programming, but it is called as cluster in LabVIEW. So the definition of structure or cluster is it is a collection of dissimilar data types, whereas array is collection of similar data type. Hope it is clear.
Yes, sir,
Have,
clear.
have you taken this?
Yes.
Now I'm moving to the next part of discussion. Now let us consider array. Okay, already we have seen array is nothing but collection of similar data types. Basically, we use in most of the application one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. So what do you mean by dimension? First, let us discuss on this. Then we will go further. Dimension is nothing but example. If suppose we have, I'm giving example of 1D array. If suppose we have a timeline of data which is one after the other. Okay, the index of this is this one. Suppose this is 0th location, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on up to, and this is nth location. And here we have some data like some 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. No problem. So on up to last some nn, right? So here you see, if suppose the name of this array is A, if suppose we try to write a square bracket of 0, we will get 11. This is called as index and this is called as value. Okay. Similarly, if I write a of 3, I will get what? 33. 44 from this example. So this is name of array, this is index of array, and this is element of array. If suppose we want to have like this a data structure, example of 2D array B, in which there are two indexing terms, index I, index J. I is similar to row and J is similar to column. Then it is called as two-dimensional array. Example, if suppose we want to access third row, fourth column element, then we write the index term as a b of 2, in second square bracket we write 3. This fetch the value from third row and fourth column. If it is clear, then make a note, and if you have any doubt you can ask.
So B will be the value of third row,
B.
fourth column, no?
No, b is the name of array.
Okay.
In two-dimensional array there are two index. In one-dimensional
Yes.
array there is only one index.
One index.
The meaning of 1D is it is having one index, and the meaning of 2D is it is having
Two index.
two index, right? And this is the name of
Yeah.
array. If it is clear, make a note.
सर थर्ड रो फोर्थ कॉलम पर है ना बल्ला?
हाँ, तो अपन अगर 0 से स्टार्ट करें बोलो तो 0 1 2 is third, and this is nothing but fourth. See,
Yeah,
index,
समझ.
देखिए इंडेक्स कहां से शुरू हो रहा बाबा?
जीरो.
0. ये कौन सा एलिमेंट है? फर्स्ट. ये कौन सा है? ये कौन सा है?
सेकंड.
ये कौन सा है?
इंडेक्स 1 सेकंड एलिमेंट.
ये
इंडेक्स
कौन सा
2
है?
थर्ड.
हाँ, see, if I say index number 2, it is actually third element,
यस.
because indexing number starts from 0. Okay, is it clear?
सर थर्ड रो फोर्थ कॉलम पर है ना सर फिर?
हाँ जी बाबा, यह नंबर कहां से शुरू हो रहा है देखिए. अब देखिए आप
0 से.
हाँ, रो 1 का मतलब इंडेक्स 0,
जी.
रो 2 मीन्स इंडेक्स 1, रो 3 मीन्स इंडेक्स 2. That's why third row.
अच्छा. हाँ.
Right? Similarly, column 1 means index 0,
1 1.
column 2 means
yes.
index 1, column 3 means index 2,
Two.
column 4 index 3.
इंडेक्स 3. अच्छा.
Right?
जी. ओके सर.
Hope it is clear to everybody.
यस सर, क्लियर.
I want some more, some other voice.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is finished, let me know.
ओवर सर.
हाँ, एक बात याद रखिए आप लोग, 1D means one index, 2D means two index.
टू इंडेक्स.
Yes. Now we will go further. The second topic of discussion under array is array implementation in LabVIEW. Array implementation in LabVIEW. There are actually two ways to implement array in LabVIEW. Way 1 is with the use of manual method. We'll tell you what is this manual method. And the way 2 is using for loop, right? So let us see what is this manual method. अभी मैं यहाँ बता रहा हूँ, then I will take you to the simulation and there we will see the simulation. The meaning of manual method is in front panel, we have empty array shell. Please spell this.
Empty array shell.
Very good. In front panel, we have empty array shell. जैसे समझ जाओ पित्तल का घड़ा है. It's like a pot, right? So now we need to make this segment of this array shell. So what are the different controls you want in array shell? What type of control you want in this array shell? We know that what is array. Let us repeat what is array. कोई एक बोलिए what
Sir,
is array.
collection of similar data type.
कोई और बोलिए other than you. What is array? What is array? Mr. Kirtan, why are you keeping quiet? क्लास में तो अच्छा बात करते थे आप, क्या हुआ, तबीयत ठीक है आपकी?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, you are कीर्तना is different one. I think कोई एक चैतन्य भी करके था ना एक, वो क्या है, उन्हें नजर नहीं आ रहा है मुझे. He is not attending classes. मुतकब्बिर, चैतन्य करके एक
जी
लड़का
सर.
था ना, उन्हें क्यों नहीं आ रहे चैतन्य?
तो चैतन्य नहीं थे सर कोई भी.
अरे एक सेकंड रो में बैठता था ना लड़का, उसका नाम भूल रहा हूं मैं.
सर पवन बोल के थे एक जने.
हाँ, क्या है, उन्होंने नहीं आ रहे क्लासेस.
मालूम करके बोलता हूँ सर इंशाल्लाह.
ओके राइट, चलिए बोलिए. somebody else tell what is array. like Sohail बोलिए.
Collection of an elements or data structures.
Collection of similar elements, right? That is
Yes.
important. Collection of similar elements. So
Yes.
if we want to create an array, to want to create an array, then what sort of control we can insert in this? What sort of control we can insert in this? It all depends upon which type of array we want. Example, we can have array. We can have array of float. We can have array of integer. We can have array of char. And this list go on. So array need a control. So what type of control? We can give this type of control. Whether we want float array, we add float control. If you want int array, we can add int control. If you want char array, we can insert char control. Or if you want boolean array, we can even have array of strings. You please make a note of this. This is looking very important. Array is what? Collection of similar data type. You can write once more, no problem. In this bracket, example you can write. We can have array of float. We can have array of integer. We can have array of character. We can have array of boolean. We can have array of string. So in order to create array, what control we need? We need these controls. Right? We need these control. Whether it is float or int or char or boolean or string, that control we need to add into the empty shell. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes sir.
Yeah, in front panel, empty shell is available. Just take it. Second step is, this is step number 1. Step number 2, add control. What do you mean by control? Data type. Okay. Now I am moving to implementation of
Sir, add control data type.
add control This control is nothing but data type.
Data type.
Yeah. Example, suppose we want array of float. Add float data type in this. If you want array of integer, add integer data type in this. If you want array of character, add character data type in this. Hope it is clear to everybody.
Yes.
Right. Let us see the implementation with for loop. So I will show you 1D array implementation. See, manual method I have shown, general method of creation of data type. I will show you while on simulation how to create 1D data type and how to create 2D data type. Okay, it is difficult for me to cover on this wide screen the implementation of 1D and 2D array with manual method. Now, let us see the implementation of 1D array with for loop. We all know what is this for loop and how it look in our lab view. What is mandatory parameter in for loop that need wiring? This is n. To this n, we need to give wiring. So this n in this particular case is the size of array. Suppose the size of array is 10 element. This is what? Size of, please spell. What is this?
Size of an array.
हाँ देखो मैं आप लोगों को इसलिए इन्वॉल्व हो रहा हूँ, नहीं तो आप लोग सो जाते, राइट? दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई आई एम रिपीटेडली आस्किंग क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि आप मेरे को नजर नहीं आ रहे हैं, सो वो सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. ओके, एनीहाउ, to do the creation of array using for loop, that is one dimensional array. This is the procedure.
Sir, its iteration start with 0 to n minus 1, na?
Yeah. Now you see the code is available over here. So instead of writing a generic block of code, I will give an example with the help of which we can do creation of 1D array. Let us suppose we have a random number generator over here. R generator, right? ठीक है, समझ सकते हैं आप लोग? A random number generator. So this output is scalar output. Scalar output बोलते समझते हैं आप लोग? Do you understand the meaning of scalar output? नहीं समझते? ठीक है, इधर देखो आप. Sometime in text or some other documentation, the word scalar is used. It means that it's nothing but single element, right? The meaning of scalar is single element. That is one of the element of array. If suppose we have like this, we have single element like a is equal to 10. This is called a scalar quantity. If suppose we have, this is scalar quantity. If suppose we have array of elements like this, its name is B, and it is having many elements. It is called as one dimensional array, right? Chaliye. So I was telling that the random number generator output is scalar quantity, that is single value. This single value, if we connect it to the boundary of for loop, the boundary of for loop, and try to take the output from this and connect it to the display, then this display will become one dimensional array. So अच्छे से समझा दो मैं, don't worry. So this become one dimensional array. कैसा होता देखो? In iteration number 1, this is giving value say 0.5. In iteration number 0. In iteration number 1, suppose this is giving the value 0.6, and so on Iteration number 9. Last करेंगे 9 है ना? Suppose it is giving value 0.9. So it means that this particular display will become a one-dimensional array of size 10 elements. Start from 0 and last value is 9. 0 का value क्या रहेगा? 0.5. Index number 1 की value will be 0.6 and index number 9 की क्या रहेंगी? 0.9. Is it clear to everybody?
Sir, please once more.
Okay. Now everybody listen, I am repeating. Our intention is to create one-dimensional array. Right? Array of size, say 10 elements. Starting from 0 to 9. So for that, what I am doing is I am using a for loop. To this for loop, I am connecting a constant of size 10 because we want to create a one-dimensional array of 10 elements. That's why it is 10. ये ठीक है, ये clear है? Please answer.
Yes.
चलिए. Inside this, suppose we have a random number generator which is generating a single value in each iteration. In iteration number 0, it is generating say 0.5. In iteration number 1, it is generating say 0.6 and it is repeating, and at iteration number 10, which is indexed as 9, it is generating 0.9. Then if we try to accumulate all these values and put in an array, it look like this. At index number 0, 0.5, at index number 1 it is 0.6, and at index number 9 it is 0.9. So this accumulation of values is possible if we do wiring from the boundary of our loop and connect it to some output. So if we do wiring like this, the single scalar generator is connected to boundary and output is taken from outside of boundary. जैसे समझ आए थैला है ये. It's like a थैले को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? It's like a carry bag, right? It's like a carry bag in which we are accumulating the single values. Value at instant 0 is 0.5, hold it. Value at instant 1 is 0.6, hold it. Value at instant 9 is 0.9, hold it. So if we try to pick the output from the output of for loop, it gives us one-dimensional array. अभी बोलो clear है नहीं?
Sir, clear, sir.
और कोई बोलो भाई दूसरे जने?
क्लियर सर.
चलिए पक्का बोलो ना ईमानदारी से?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ओके चलिए सिमुलेशन में और मजीद क्लियर हो जाएगा. बिकम वेरी क्लियर. नाउ व्हाट आई एम डूइंग इज आई एम ट्राइंग टू शो यू हाउ टू क्रिएट टू डायमेंशनल array यूजिंग फॉर लूप. इट्स वेरी इजी. जैसे ये विद द हेल्प ऑफ वन डायमेंशनल array वी आर क्रिएटिंग फॉर लूप. इफ वी यूज टू फॉर लूप इनसाइड ए फॉर लूप वी विल गेट टू डायमेंशनल array. चलिए वो कैसा करते हैं, लेट अस सी. टू डी array using for loop. चलिए, I told you, what do you mean by 2D array? An array in which two index present. Agree?
There are two index.
Yes, an array in which two index present is nothing but two-dimensional array. चलिए, let us see the matrix of two-dimensional array. कभी भी याद रखो, when somebody say about matrix, it means that it is two-dimensional array. जहन में रखो, always remember this point. What do you mean by matrix? What is matrix? It is
टू डायमेंशनल array.
two-dimensional array. Everybody know that matrix is having two index, right? One is column index. This is column index, and this is row index. चलिए ये कौन सी मैट्रिक्स हो गए भाई? This is 5 by 7. This is 5 by 7 matrix, correct? In which there are 5 rows and 7 columns. Five rows and 7 columns. Chaliye, help me with the answer, whether it is clear or not, so that I can go further and show you
Clear.
the implementation.
Yes, sir.
Chaliye. Lateral entry students, I am worried about you.
Yes, sir.
You must give answer, right?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, if suppose we make the wiring like this, wiring of one for loop in which mandatory parameter is n, तो अपन क्या करेंगे? Number of columns कितने हैं हमारे पास? 7 columns ना? So
Columns.
yeah, here inside this, put a random generator, connect the output of this to the boundary of the inner for loop, and take one more for loop which covers the inner for loop. It is having index I and n count, and to this इसको क्या लगाएंगे भाई? What number we can connect to this? For the under consider example, 4, because we want to implement 5 by 7 row. Sorry, 5 by 7 matrix. 5 by 7 matrix. So ये अंदर वाला जो रहता ना, that is called as column, and the outer one is called as row. Please remember this. I repeat, the inner for loop is covering the column and the outer for loop is covering the row insertion. So what we need to do is, we need to connect the inner wiring single value to boundary, and this value is again connected to the boundary of outer for loop. And from here, if we try to take the output, ये दिखेगा, it is one dimensional, and this will be 2D output, right? If we observe here, it is one dimensional output, and if we observe over here, it is two dimensional output. चलिए नोट कर लीजिए.